CFOs and finance committee chairs, as well as CEOs and board chairs. Why is cyber insurance not your friend, and why should it not be your go-to cybersecurity solution? Well, because cyber insurance never covers all, if any, really major costs of a cyber breach. And increasingly so, it's covering less and less. Let's look at above surface costs of breach and beneath surface costs of breach. In the United States, the above surface cost of breach averages at about $10 million on average. And that includes incident response, that includes litigation costs, it includes regulatory compliance, so on and so forth. But that gets dwarfed by beneath surface costs that can be up to 30 times the size of the above surface costs. So imagine 30 times 10 million or 300 million in beneath surface costs that are long-term, can take you up to 5 years, if not more, in some cases more, to clean up. And those include everything from reputational erosion. It includes IP loss. It includes customer loss, revenue loss, your individual reputations going down the drain because you've presided, quote unquote, over a breach. Cyber insurance almost never covers the beneath surface costs of breach. Second, when you look at financial costs, operational costs, reputational and psychological costs of a breach, cyber insurance never covers the reputational and psychological costs, which are mounting. Imagine the pressure felt by the CEO and everybody else in the executive team when going through a breach, and the repercussions that takes and the toll it takes on the organization for years to come. Cyber insurance will never cover that. Cyber insurance will never cover the reputational loss, the revenue loss, the customer loss. And so you as an executive have to think, what should I be doing instead of relying on cyber insurance as the first and foremost? You have to have a proper breach prevention protocol in place. Because if you don't, then those beneath and above surface costs of breach become a reality. And at that point, even if you have cyber insurance, it will cover barely a fraction of the real costs that you will incur in financial terms, in operational shutdown terms, in reputational terms, and yes, in psychological terms. So ask yourself as a CFO, as a finance committee chair, as a CEO, as a board chair, do we have a breach prevention protocol that would render cyber insurance a helping hand in responding to a breach, but frankly, help us avoid a breach to begin with so that we do not even have to think about the issue of cyber insurance to begin with?